Hello and welcome little learners to our Learn from Home session. My name is Shrutika Suresh Lohar from Deonar Colony Municipal English School number 1, and today we are going to read 3rd standard EVS textbook lesson number 10, more about water. Try this. Take some clean water in a glass. Look at its color. What color is it? Smell a fragrant flower. Did you like the smell? Now, smell the water. Does it have a smell? Taste a ripe mango or chiku or guava. How does the ripe fruit taste? Now taste the water. How does it taste? What does this tell us? Pure water has no color, taste or smell. Let's understand new terms. Transparent. If you can see through a substance, it is said to be transparent. Opaque. If you cannot see through a substance, it is said to be opaque. Try this. This should be done with adult supervision. Light a candle and stand it on a table. Look at it through a cardboard. Now look at the same candle through a glass pane. What do you find? You cannot see the flame through the cardboard, but you can see it through the glass. What does that mean? The cardboard is opaque, but glass is transparent. Now look at the candle through a glass of water. What do you find? The candle can be seen through the water in the glass as well. What does this mean? Water too is transparent. Let's understand this chart. Pure water. How to identify pure water? Pure water has following characteristics. Pure water has no color. Pure water has no smell. Pure water has no taste. And pure water is transparent. Let's move ahead. Try this. Take some wheat or jowar flour and some water. Take 2 dishes and 2 glasses. Put a little flour in one of the dishes. Pour some water in the other dish. Now put some flour in one of the glasses and put some water in the other glass. What do you see? A small heap of flour is formed in the dish. A heap of flour is formed in the glass as well. The water, however, takes the shape of the plate or the glass. What does this tell us? Water takes the shape of the container into which you pour it. Water does not have a shape of its own. That is why it spreads when it spills on the floor. Use your brain. We can see the bottom of a pool of water only if the water is clean. Why? While carrying a bucket of water down a slope, the bucket fell and the water was spilled. Will the water form a heap or will it flow away? Let's understand this chart. More about water. It takes the shape of its container. It spreads on a flat surface and It flows down a slope. Next point here is the three states of water. Try this. Place a few ice cubes in a glass. See what happens to them after a while. All the ice cubes inside the glass will slowly melt down, and you will find some water left in the glass. Try this. Do this experiment with the permission of an adult and under his or her supervision. Heat some water on a burner. What do you see after some time? The water begins to boil. Keep it boiling for some time and observe it. What do you see? There is less water in the beaker. Why is there less water than before? Using tongs, hold a steel plate in the steam coming from the water, as shown in the figure, only for a few moments and remove it. What do you see on the underside of the plate? Droplets of water have formed on it. Where did these droplets come from? When water becomes very cold, it freezes. And when it freezes, we call it ice cubes. That is, it turns into ice. When ice is left uncovered, it gets heat from the air around it. It melts. That is, it forms water. When water gets enough heat, it turns into vapor. The boiling water is the experiment turned into vapor. That is why the water in the beaker was reduced. As steam cools, it turns into water again. The plate held in the steam was cool, so the steam that collected on its underside cooled down and droplets of water were formed. New terms, let's understand the new terms. State. The form in which a substance may be found. Water vapor. The form in which water is held in the air. The water we use every day is its liquid state. Ice is its solid state, and vapor is the state of water in which it is a gas. Water vapor is the gaseous state of water. Now there is a chart given. Let's understand this chart. The three states of water. The first state given here is solid state. When water is in solid state, we call it ice. Liquid state. When water is in liquid state, we call it water. When water is in its gaseous state, we call it water vapor. Try this. Have some fun. Take a glass, wipe it dry inside and outside with a clean piece of cloth. Place 5 or 6 ice cubes in the glass. What do you see? It is no surprise if the glass becomes wet on the inside, but you see that the outside of the glass has also become moist. Isn't that strange? What does this tell us? The air around the glass contains water vapor. When we put ice cubes in the glass becomes cold. That makes the air around the glass cold too. The water vapor in the air also cools and forms very tiny droplets of water. They make the glass moist. Try this. This should only be done under adult supervision. When chapatis have been made and the griddle is still very hot, sprinkle a few drops of water on it. What do you see? The drops sprinkled on the griddle become round like beads and disappear even as you watch. What does this tell us? The griddle is very hot. The heat from the griddle changes the water into water vapor all at once. Use your brain power. Why do wet clothes on the clothesline become dry after some time? Because water in the wet clothes evaporates and the clothes become dry. Try this. Take water in a glass and add a pinch of salt to the water. Stir it with a spoon. What do you see? You do not see the salt in the water anymore. With the spoon, place a drop of this water on your tongue. You find that it tastes salty. What does this tell us? The water was salty. It means that the salt is still there in the water, though we can't see it. In other words, the salt has dissolved in the water. Some substances dissolve in water. Use your brain power. Several substances dissolve in water. Name some of them. Substances like baking soda, sugar, salt dissolve in water. There are some more substances like honey, lime juice, fruit juices. They dissolve in water quite well. Do you know water has to be frozen to make ice? Many people have refrigerators in which ice can be made. In factories, ice is made in large quantities. Ice candy or ice fruit is made by freezing water to which sugar, fruit juice, and color have been added. What we have learned? Water has no color, smell, or taste. Water is transparent. Water takes the shape of the container in which it is kept. Water spreads on the flat surface. It flows down a slope. Water is found in three states: solid, liquid, and gaseous. Several substances dissolve in water. Always remember, we know that liquid water has many uses, but the solid ice and the gaseous water vapor are also useful in many ways. So that's it for today, little learners. Listen to this video again and find out more about water. See you in the next session of Learn from Home. Till then, take care of yourself, stay home, stay safe.